Behind me is all my gear that I'm taking on a Colorado trail, and I'm just going to run you through it quick, show you what I have. I got a couple unique items that some people may not have seen before, so let's get into it. All right, let's get into my Colorado Trail through hike gear list. I'll try to make this as brief as possible. Over here, right of my trekking poles, is everything I plan on wearing as I hike. I have boxer briefs. I also have a wool t-shirt. And then I have some Piranha Zion convertible pants. I'll wear as shorts probably most of the time. Outdoor Research Sunrunner cap, lightweight belt, bandana. Underneath here I have some Zamst knee sleeves that I'll be wearing. I have bad knees, so I'll definitely need those. I'll be using this Casio watch, sun gloves. These are sun sleeves that I'll wear so I don't get sunburned. Dirty Girl gaiters. And I have Darn Tough socks, and I'll also be wearing Ingy toe socks. They're liner socks. So I'll wear these inside of my Darn Tough socks. And then I have the Ultra, the Olympus 3.0s. They just came out, so I had to pay full price for them. But I really do like them so far. Lots of cushion. So that's everything that I plan on wearing on a daily basis. Of course, I have my trekking poles, and they are not matching, but they are left and right. I had a pole break and I lost one, so I'm just going to use these even though they're not matching. Not a big deal. Just a pair of fleece gloves that I'll have on the cold mornings, and I'm sure there'll be a lot since I'll be starting late August into mid to late September. Second pair of socks, liners, Clubline wool socks. This is a Black Rock wool beanie, lightweight. I think it'll be warm enough. I like it, fits really well. Another pair of boxer briefs. Underneath the boxer briefs are just some Ranger panties, and I'll wear those when my Piranha Zions are wet or being washed. Over here, medication, my little Leatherman knife. It has the needle nose pliers, spare bladder for water, and then over here's my cook kit. So my cook kit, I'm going to use a Jetboil. I also have an MSR pocket rocket and a titanium pot, but I get twice as much usage from fuel with the Jetboil than I do with the MSR pocket rocket. So it was either carry 8 ounces in extra fuel or 8 ounces in an extra stove weight. So I decided I'd just take the Jetboil. So I'm taking a Jetboil. This is just a GSI cup. There's a few ounces, but I'm going to take that for filling my gravity filter bag if I need it, and then just walking down the trail with some coffee made up. I don't know if I mentioned my spork, but I'll have some ramen, so I wanted a spork instead of a spoon that I typically would carry. I have the storage sack for it, or the stuff sack, because those ends are kind of sharp, and wherever I have it at, I just don't want to tear my mesh up. This section right here is my rain gear. It'll also double as kind of a wind layer too. But I have these rain mitts. These are by Bora Gear, and I did have to seam seal it. Used a toothpick and some seam grip, and sealed all the seams on those gloves. Taking an umbrella along. I've never used one before, so this will be the first trip with one. I'm taking it more for the rain than sun protection at this point. Outdoor Research Helium 2 jacket. I don't like dealing with a pack liner, so I'm going to take this Osprey ultralight pack cover. Underneath everything here, I have a ULA rain skirt or rain kilt. And then under that rain kilt, Mountain Laurel Designs rain gaiters. And real lightweight. I figured between the rain kilt and the rain gaiters, I should have my lower section covered as far as moisture and rain goes. And if I don't need the gaiters, I can just wear this rain kilt for the most part. Or if I'm bushwhacking, I can put the rain kilt on and get good ventilation either way. Taking a head net, I think, kind of late in the season, I don't know. It weighs about an ounce. A buff, and underneath that buff is just a real small towel. It's 1 foot by 2 foot, lightweight. A couple of bungee cords, some rope, new whistle I got today. This is a Lucy lantern. It's solar, about 3.5 ounces. I use it on a John Muir trail, and I use that more than I use my headlamp. If I'm getting ready at, before sunrise or before dawn even breaks, that's really nice for packing up my backpack and gear, my tent. Let's go over and talk about my water. For water, I'm using 2 1-liter Smart bottles and then a 700 milliliter. I also have this Evernew 1.5 liter bag. So I'm going to use this. It'll screw right under my Sawyer squeeze and gravity filter water into my bottles. This is just a coupling. If you keep the bottle loose, it'll gravity fill right into your water bottles. Works really well, and just some extra accessories there. And I have this bottle holder that I can clip on my backpack if I want to carry a bottle of water that way. And of course, I'm taking an InReach. This is a DeLorme. I got it on sale. They were switching over to the Garmin's, so I got this on sale. I will be taking that. Some sunscreen. That's just a 3-ounce tube of sunscreen. This mechanism here, that is a bidet, a trail bidet. I use that on a John Muir trail, and it cleaned my bottom side really well. I am taking some dry wipes just to finish it off, but I really like using that. Got a Mylar bag here with a Ziploc bag inside of it for dirty wipes. I don't bury my wipes, I pack them out. Lightweight trowel here, just for digging cat holes. Camp shoes. I was going to take Crocs. I decided against that because these are half the weight. So I'm taking just a pair of flip-flops that I can get into in the evening to let my feet dry out. My bear bag, it's the extra large Ursack bear bag. Just some Slickline rock bag, and then just a carabiner for that. I'll also be using an OpSack bag inside of that. Electronics. I'm taking the Sony RX100. It's a Mark III. Lightweight tripod. Just something I could put my phone in for selfies or whatever I want to do with that. Charger, electronics bag. This is a stick pick, I think it's called, but it goes on the end of your trekking pole. So you can make that into a selfie stick. Anchor. It's kind of heavy, but it's an Anchor. Rapid charger, dual port, cord. My spot headlamp, I like that a lot. Eyeglasses, data book, sunglasses in a case. Back here, a couple of just stuff sacks. One has some anti-friction cream in it. I got an ounce of camp soap, some other stuff. The other one just has first aid stuff. They're both kind of heavy. I'm taking more than I probably should, but my hands crack really easy, and I have narrow heels, so I have blisters on my heels occasionally. So I got some Leukotape and some other stuff to take care of those blisters if I get them, so I can keep hiking. Sleep system. I'm using a Thermarest Neo Air X Lite, and it's a large. It's a pound, but I like the large size. Then I have my Enlighten Equipment 10-degree quilt. It's long and wide. That stuff sack is what I'll put my sleeping stuff in, my quilt, and also these items here. I'll sleep in these Darn Tough lightweight wool socks. I have some Terramore, I think they are, but they're silk bottoms, 100% silk bottoms, really lightweight. And then I have a shirt underneath it. It's a half zip wool blend by Sherpa Gear. I'll wear that at night too. I can also wear this if it gets cold out as a base layer. Underneath that, of course, is my Ghost Whisperer. If it's cold out, starts getting into the low 20s, low 20s, upper 20s, teens, even lower 30s, I'll wear this to bed. Tent is Z-Packs Duplex. I used a tarp tent double rainbow on a John Muir trail a couple years ago. I like that tent, but this tent is so much lighter. Really roomy. I got it in the Spruce Green, so it's a little tougher material. It came with just a slight weight penalty, but I figured if I was going to buy it once and get the heaviest material possible. So that's my tent. And then, of course, I got the Z-Packs Arc Haul here. Stock for the most part. I have this upper pouch that's on the side of the pack. Let's see if we can get to the front here. This is a Mountain Laurel design bottle holder for the shoulder strap. And then I have this bag. Trying to think of who I ordered this bag from. Oh, Kiva Outdoors. Real lightweight, waterproof. But I plan on carrying either my camera in here, it's not very big, or my phone, one or the other in here on my chest pocket so I can access it really quick. I also have, I don't know if we can get to it, I also have the hip belt pockets that are just massive, really big. And first time hiking with this backpack, I had a ULA Catalyst for the John Muir Trail. It's a big pack, kind of heavy, and it just wasn't very comfortable for me. I made it work for the John Muir Trail. I really wanted it for the John Muir Trail because I could put my BV500 Bearcan in it horizontally. Other than that, I think that's pretty much everything, with the exception of going through some real tiny stuff that y'all don't need to know about, chapstick, that kind of stuff. A little sponge. Carry some extra batteries, of course. That's my list. And I think I'll go back and take a quick video of my food bag too. I got that pulled out of the Ursack, but I'm going to go back and just shoot a quick video of that OpSack. So, this bag here, I think this is 6 days worth of food. So that first section to Breckenridge is 100 miles or so. I'm hoping to do it in about 7 days. So I got basically a day's worth of food here. 6 days worth of food in this OpSack. I'll probably take some of these Sour Patch Kids. This Backpackers Pantry. Chocolate mousse pie. I'm going to take that along. It's kind of like a pudding. And I got to get a little bit of hot sauce in my bag here for my chili mac. First night. And one other thing I just got today, I failed to mention, I'm taking an Anker, 13,000 milliamp, I think, is what it is, battery pack. I was going to take a solar panel. That's what I use on a John Muir Trail, but I'm not convinced that I'll have enough sun. So I'm taking this. I hope I can keep everything charged up. Other than that, if you see me out in the trail, holler at me. Let me know you see me in this video. Hope to do it in about 26 to 28 days. We just see how weather cooperates with me and injuries. Who knows? It's just a long time to be out on the trail. I will see the aspens changing, so that'll be exciting. Probably see some snow too. So, safe travels.